This is my favorite thing right here. Yep, it's a Passat. AutoZone Diagnostics. Come on. I got this Ford C-Max hybrid. I guess they blasted a curb with it and I think the oil pan's broken. I'm supposed to check the suspension. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. They sent an oil plug with it. What is that about? I guess I'll use the derrick tool to get that drain plug out since it's in such great shape. That's no-go on the vice grips. That's a bad deal. On to the stinky truck. This one has a broken valve spring right there. There's a fancy tool for that. So I'm going to screw this guy into the spark plug hole, hook the air hose up to it, pressurize the cylinder, hopefully hold the valves up, and then use this to compress the spring, get the keepers out. Once I got it in there and shot it full of pressure, didn't want to hold, I had to pull the valve up to get it sealed. But it's working! So here's the non-broken spring we need for comparison, for reference purposes. You see the seal stayed on the exhaust valve, but it came right off the intake because when it busted, it got all bunched up down there. See where it's broken right there? That's the seal stuck in the middle of it. Hopefully I can pry that out of there and not damage it any further and get it back on the cylinder head. Gotcha. Man, if I had a clue what I was doing. So I sent the boss with the valve springs to get new valve springs back onto the C-Max. There's a secret cheat code to opening the door. See? Doesn't open right, but if you give it a little twist upward. Wait a minute, maybe I used my left hand. I just did it. Uh-oh. Oh well. That's why experienced techs roll the windows down when they bring a car into the shop. Don't lock the keys in. And if the door's broke, you just reach in there and open it like so. So I got to rip that door panel off and figure out why that door handle doesn't work. After a couple of little tricks, get the door panel off and the door control module. Man, I would not want to get in a wreck with one of these things. You talk about flimsy. So after basically gutting the door, figuring out all of the stupid little tricks, it's the outer door handle that's broken. It's not really broken. See that little pin right there and that spring in the middle? It fell down. So I'm going to try to push it back up where it goes and see if we can't get her working again. Take all this stuff out of there. Nerds building cars on a computer is bad. Just give it a little tappy. It'll go right back in there. But I'm going to put some magic sauce on it and make sure it doesn't come back out. Cubond. So you can see the tip of it sticking up there through the middle of that hole. I'm going to clean that up real good and fill up that hole with the good stuff. That's the Cubond. It's like super glue and plastic dust. I basically just plastic welded that thing in there. Should be good to go. So the boss went and got me a couple valve springs to get that stinky truck out of here. That goes on there like that. Then I crank this nut down and it smashes the spring. And I put those itty bitty keepers in there. That's all that holds the valves in. And just like that, it has new valve springs. I don't have to pull the engine out of this stinking thing. Put the rocker arms back on, valve cover, coils, plug everything in, stick the spark plugs back in, send it. Got the stinky truck all buttoned up. No more misfires. No more mechanical noise. It appears we're under attack. Yep, it's going to be an exciting day. Forrester's a bit of a restoration. Boss's toy. Boss's niece's toy. Just about got this one buttoned up. It's lunchtime. I'm hungry. Couple clips, couple screws. Go get me something. I wonder how those guys do that. Done. Oh, I guess I forgot the finishing touch.